Hello, collective. It's that time again. It's time for another episode of Two Tones Terrifying Tarot Tales. Just want to wish everybody out there happy Halloween. I keep forgetting to say that. So I'm continuing on with the January 6th United States Capitol Insurrection Saga. So there's a group of people, probably 150, who were involved with attacking the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021. And I've been trying to track them down. Most of them, or not most of them, but a good chunk of them are caught, and they're in the hands of legal authorities. And here's one. Let's see, what's his name? I think his name's Andy Biggs. Yeah, look at this guy. You see this flag back here? That's the Arizona state flag. And this guy is Andy Biggs. Look at this crusty guy, right? Looking, holding up his finger, telling the world how big his IQ is right there. So, Andy Biggs. Who is Andy Biggs? So, Andrew Stephen Biggs is an American attorney and politician who represents Arizona's 5th Congressional District in the United States House of Representatives. A Republican, Biggs was a member of the Arizona House of Representatives from 2003 to 2011 and a member of the Arizona Senate from 2011 to 2017. He was president of the Arizona State from 2013 to 2017. In 2016, he was elected to Congress. In September 2019, Biggs became chairman of the Freedom Caucus, considered the farthest right bloc in the House Republican Conference. Who is the Freedom Caucus? Let's take a quick look. The Freedom Caucus, also known as the House Freedom Caucus, is a congressional caucus consisting of conservative Republican members of the United States House of Representatives. It is generally considered to be the most conservative and farthest right bloc within the House Republican Conference. The caucus was formed in January 2015 by a group of conservatives and Tea Party movement members. Just briefly, guys, who was the Tea Party movement? The Tea Party movement was an American fiscally conservative political movement within the Republican Party. Members of the movement called for lower taxes and for a reduction of the national debt of the United States and federal budget deficit through decreased government spending. But these guys are okay with spending $1 billion a day in Afghanistan for 14 years. But they're concerned about the United States federal budget and the deficit, but they're not concerned about spending $1 billion a day in Afghanistan for 14 years. So it's a group of conservatives, and the aim of pushing the Republican leadership to the right. Its first chairman, Jim Jordan. Who's Jim Jordan? I've already done a special on Jim Jordan. Look at that guy right there. Yeah, he's an American politician serving as the U.S. representative for Ohio's 4th Congressional District since 2007. So its first chairman, Jim Jordan, described the caucus as a smaller, more cohesive, more agile, and more active group of conservative representatives. Jordan was succeeded as chairman by Mark Meadows. Who's Mark Meadows? Mark Meadows is an American politician who served as the 29th White House Chief of Staff from 2020 to 2021. We're going to do a whole other reading on Mark Meadows. In January 2017, who was then succeeded by Andy Biggs. And we're doing one on Andy Biggs right now in October 2019. Freedom Caucus is positioned on the right wing of the political spectrum, with members espousing right-wing populist themes and rhetoric, such as opposition to immigration. Its members hold socially and fiscally conservative views and are staunchly supportive of Donald Trump. It is also considered to be a libertarian caucus. The caucus supports House candidates through its PAC, the House Freedom Fund. What's a PAC? PAC? United States, a Political Action Committee, PAC, is a 527 organization that pools campaign contributions from members and donates those funds to campaigns for or against candidates, ballot initiatives, or legislation. So let's go back to Andy Biggs here. Now, Andy Biggs was a big part of the insurrection. So I'm trying to see if there's a shortcut here. If we can just go right to it. I don't know. Maybe they're still kind of uncovering. Yeah, here we go. 2021 storming of the United States Capitol. So, during the storming of the U.S. Capitol, Biggs and all other House members were ushered to a secure location when the House chamber was cleared. A video of Biggs later surfaced in which he refused to wear a mask in violation of House rules. Sources noted that after the siege lockdown, during which several other congressional Republicans also refused to wear masks, 3 House Democrats tested positive for COVID-19. Biggs is subsequently voted to object to Arizona's and Pennsylvania's electoral votes that day, joining 146 House Republicans. On January 12, 2021, Biggs called on Representative Liz Cheney to resign from her leadership position in the Republican caucus. Who's Liz Cheney? Elizabeth Lynn Cheney is, I guess they do call her Liz. Elizabeth Lynn Cheney is an American attorney and politician who has been the U.S. representative for Wyoming's at-large congressional district since 2017. She's also the daughter of Dick Cheney. Funny how enemies make strange bedfellows. I don't know how that works, but on January 12th, Biggs called on Representative Liz Cheney to resign from her leadership position in the Republican caucus after she voted in favor of Donald Trump's second impeachment. In the aftermath of the events of January 6th, Biggs's brothers William and Daniel wrote a letter to the editor of the Arizona Republic demanding their brother's removal from office. His own brothers are disgusted, and they demanded that he get fired. They wrote that Biggs is at least partially to blame for the Capitol storming. They also condemned his refusal to wear a mask in the secure location. According to William and Daniel Biggs, this was a passive-aggressive tantrum and the ultimate disrespect for all present. Biggs was one of 12 House Republicans to vote against H.R. 1085 to award the Congressional Gold Medals to the United States Capitol Police. He voted against that, who protected the Capitol on January 6th. In June 2021, Biggs and 20 other House Republicans voted against a similar resolution. I don't know what it takes to show the world that these guys are traitors, but, I mean, just look at their behavior. So here's some news headlines for Andy Biggs. Arizona Reps Andy Biggs and Paul Gosar are again linked to the January 6th Capitol attack. Rolling Stone, exclusive. January 6th protest organizers say they participated in dozens of planning meetings. Idea with Congressman Gosar, Congressman Mo Brooks, and Congressman Andy Biggs. On January 6th, Syracuse.com, on January 6th, organizers say they met with members of Congress before Capitol riot, Rolling Stone report. Andy Biggs of Arizona, Rep. Gosar, Biggs, and Brooks were previously named by the Stop the Steal organizer, Ali Alexander. See, Ali Alexander spilled the beans. That's Trump's Sammy Davis Jr. Trump publicly said, "That's my Sammy Davis Jr. I call him Sammy D." And I did a reading for him. So KJZZ, citing audit report, U.S. Rep. Andy Biggs says he doesn't know. Congressman Andy Biggs said he can't say for certain who won the popular vote for president in Arizona in 2020. Bullshit. Yahoo News. Rep. Andy Biggs claims we don't know who won Arizona election during audit hearing. Arizona Rep. Andy Biggs, the chairman of the conservative House Freedom Caucus, said we don't know who won. The Hill. Raskin and Biggs spar over Arizona audit results, with Biggs refusing to say who won the state. Andy Biggs clash Thursday over the results of Arizona's 2020 election audit. The Arizona Republic, Andy Biggs Carrie Lake plan to keep you weak. To which we all now should say thank you, Andy Biggs and Carrie Lake last week in an effort to, I don't know what that's, something about some Trump shit. NBC News, GOP Rep Biggs falsely claims we don't know who won Arizona in hearing on partisan ballot review. Yahoo News, kick insurrectionists out of Congress. Andy Biggs, Paul Gosar, Lauren Boebert, Mo Brooks, Louis Gohmert, and Madison Cawthorn. Those are the culprits. Those are the main culprits. And then the week, kick insurrectionists out of caucus. It looks like, or Congress. It looks like it's just a repeat article. Two different Yahoo News, the week, same thing. Okay, so this guy right here, this traitor, this piece of shit traitor, his name is Andy Biggs. We're going to be doing a reading for this dirtbag. Beauty of horror deck, come to my hand. Haha, yeah. We're going to do a quick shuffle. And then we're going to do a cut. And we're going to find out about this guy. Little Andy Biggs. Oh, man. I wish I'm going to find out, get some good nicknames for this guy. Okay, universe. We need to know more about Andy Biggs and the January 6th insurrection. What can you tell us about it? Whoa, did you see that? Did you guys see that? This landed like this. This landed like this, okay? But normally it looks like this. And this is the Two of Cups. And this is sort of like the minor arcana's version of the Lovers. But it came out reversed. So Andy Biggs has a reversed Lovers card come out. Two of Cups, reverse Two of Cups. What else can you tell us, universe, about Andy Biggs and January 6th insurrection? Yeah, this guy's own brothers demanded that he get he gets fired. I don't know what the proper term to say. You know, forced to resign, whatever. His own two brothers. This guy, Andy Biggs, is a dirtbag. All right, guys, I landed like that. I'm trying to keep this focused and keep the light going on there, huh? That is the Knight of Wands. Whoa, did you see that? So this landed on top of the laptop like that. So we're going to take it like that. But this is the Strength card. And it's reversed. Reverse Strength for Andy Biggs. Okay, universe, what else can you tell us about Andy Biggs on January 6th? Whoa. All right. It did land like this. So we're going to go with it like this. That is the Six of Wands. That's the victory card. Okay. We're going to find out about Andy's victory and what that victory means. Okay, universe, one more card for Andy Biggs on January 6th. Whoa. Oh, yeah, there he is. There's Andy. Yep. I hope the rest of his cohorts get put in the same chair. No one deserves to be there more than Andy. Fuck this guy, Mr. Biggs. Yeah, he ain't Biggs at all. He's Mr. Smalls. Okay, so now we're gonna read what the explanations are for these cards. So for the Two of Cups reversed for Andy Biggs, the Two of Cups describes a coupling of some sort, a marriage, a partnership, a union. Harmony is in the air. You may be in the honeymoon stage of a relationship or endeavor when all seems right and you think nothing can go wrong. This card could also represent a new stage of happiness and harmony in an existing relationship. Well, we're going to find out in a minute what that means. That was kind of the general description there. So here's the reverse, the specific reverse. Fortunately, this card has such a vibration of harmony that its reverse position isn't much different from the upright one. It can suggest delays or that the relationship may have to be kept a secret for some reason. So what was the upright for the Two of Cups? You are moving in tandem with another person now. So yes, I keep seeing this in these traders and in the Epstein stuff. These Two of Cups keep coming out because they're moving in tandem with another person. And all is going smoothly. Whether it is a romantic relationship, friendship, there is plenty of accord, mutual admiration, and goodwill toward each other. Ordinarily, this card refers to a love match between the sexes, but it can also indicate a partnership of another sort. But for him, it's reversed, and it has to be kept secret for some reason. Who is this other person? Okay? So the Knight of Wands for Andy Biggs. Knights are messengers and travelers, and the Knight of Wands is bringing good news concerning work or social activities. His glad tidings may relate to almost any anticipated happy event, a journey or vacation, a change of residence or job, an engagement or marriage. If this card represents a specific person, it will refer to a young man who is a relative or friend and the same qualities as the king and queen, with the same qualities, who are his parents in the royal family. It also indicates that the person bearing the message can be trusted and is faithful. So there's some kind of message that's coming his way. That's probably what that Two of Cups person. Okay, here's a little bit of a general. Strength relates to the pagan goddess known as the Lady of the Beasts, who possessed understanding of the ways of nature. In ancient pagan times, this goddess reigned supreme. Later, she was personified by the Greeks as Artemis, goddess of the hunt, and by the Romans as Diana. But he got it reversed, and it's Andy Biggs. You are struggling to gain your own in a situation that is difficult and that may be harmful to your ultimate good. As a result, you are experiencing an upsurge from your inner instinctive nature that is calling upon you to pay attention to your own needs instead of following the orders of others. It is a time of travail, but you will eventually overcome the difficulties and come out on top. Others may think you are behaving in a way that seems to them illogical or contrary to what is normal or generally accepted. Regardless, your basic instincts of survival say this is a time for change and expressing your individuality. I don't know, I guess he's starting to feel cornered and trapped, and so he's disregarding helping others right now. He's a rat, so he's trapped in a corner. So here's for the Six of Wands for Andy Biggs. The Six of Wands represents triumphing over adversity. A card of victory. It indicates good news and success. You've met the challenges to your position, work, or reputation and come through with flying colors. Victory is at hand. You have overcome or conquered the opposition. Past self-doubt has been resolved, and you are in the process of winning some significant battles. You can expect to succeed and have your desires gratified. Gifts may be received, awards and recognition won. So he's loved in his circle and he feels victorious. But that's look at the next card, right? What's the next card? Justice. That's him sitting in that chair, and those are his buddies' skulls stacked up next to him. So justice is coming for Andy Biggs, and his victory is going to be pretty much with no substance. For Andy Biggs' justice. Justice may describe a matter in which some sort of rectification is necessary, where wrongs must be righted in a spiritual or personal sense, regardless of whether any laws have been broken. This is a card of karma and suggests you are reaping what you have sown. Andy Biggs, you will be reaping what you have sown. Andy Biggs, you are concerned with external circumstances, waiting for the right time to act. You may be seeking justice in personal or business affairs, or you may be involved with a lawsuit. I'm suing your ass, Andy Biggs, you little piece of shit. In any case, it is important to resolve the situation in a way that is fair to all participants. You must create a balance, not only of power, but also in terms of your emotional reactions to the situation at hand. This is a time for moderation in all things, for creating harmony, to facilitate relationships. Your judgment is good at this time, and you are not swayed by personal considerations or bias. That's because you're about to be on the hot seat, tough guy. Yeah, fuck this guy. So let's get some clarification with the Infernal deck. Infernal deck, come to my hand. Ha, yeah. Let's do a shuffle. And then we're gonna do a cut. I think we're running out of time in this room. We need to hurry up, guys. We need to hurry up. So, oh, sorry, I moved the camera. Yeah, there's some guys out there checking in because I only get these rooms for a limited time. But that's okay. We're getting close to being finished. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Two of Cups reversed for horrible Andy Biggs, the traitor. Whoa. All right, guys, you saw that? Neglect. Look at that. Andy Biggs has neglected these solid connections. This could be between him and his wife, his girl, his significant other, but it could be a solid connection between his cohorts. That good, solid relationship with a coworker or friend. Yeah, he's neglecting that because he's a dick. Okay, universe. We need clarification for the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So it landed like this. Failure. Yeah, that messenger, that quick, vibrant, passionate messenger is failing to either bring him a message or that's him. It looks like him a little bit. Look at the face. It looks like him. Look at that. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Yeah, I think so. Got the mouth open and everything. Maybe that's him. I mean, he's failing. He's because he is a failure. He should be ashamed of himself. Okay, universe, we need a clarification for the Strength card reversed. Whoa. Okay. So you see that? Dull. Yeah. His let's return to the Strength real quick. He's struggling to gain his own in a situation that is difficult, and it might be harmful to his ultimate good. And he's bored. He's so stupid. He's bored during a trying phase of his life. As a result, you experience an upsurge in your inner instinctive nature that is calling upon you to pay attention to your own needs. He finds it dull. He won't even tap into his own spirituality to realize how evil he is because it's boring to him. He's bored by it. He'd rather watch monster truck rallies. Dumb fuck. Okay, universe, can we get clarification for the Six of Wands for Andy Biggs? Andy, no big deal, Biggs. Small Andy. Anxiety. Yeah, he's got a lot of anxiety, guys. He's got a lot of anxiety about his tiny little victory he had on January 6th. He had a tiny little victory, and it's gone now. Yeah, he's got a lot of anxiety. He knows that this is not really him anymore. This is now him. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Justice card for Andy Biggs, the traitor. Oh yeah, this is a deep one. It's a deep one. There we go. There we go. So we got an impulsiveness card. I think he's because of his anxiety, he's now impulsive, and he's gonna start making some big missteps and mistakes. He's gonna be impulsively jumping to conclusions and taking the wrong road. He's already on the wrong road. He's a piece of shit. So we're gonna find out what demons are hanging around. Horrible Andy Biggs, the traitor. Occult Tarot, come to my hand. Yeah. Yes. Now we're going to do a cut. Yeah, we're going to catch this guy, this slimy weasel piece of shit asshole. Can't wait for Andy Littles to go to jail. Crusty bastard. Okay, universe, we need to know which demon or demons are hanging around Andy Biggs. Oh, I know there's plenty of demons hanging around him. Whoa. Belial, associated with judgment. Distributes promotions in high offices. Causes one to be liked. Yeah, we know this demon is all over Andy Biggs. Because look at him. He looks like a resurrected 90 or 100-year-old Bob Hope. Like they just pulled him right out of the ground, right? Not a 20-year-old Bob Hope, a 98-year-old Bob Hope, beat down with worms and herpes, right? All right, so let's see, guys. What other demons hanging around this trash can? Okay, universe, what other demons are hanging around? Andy Biggs. Whoa. Okay. Oh, 2 of them. All right. So this would have hit the ground first. This would hit the ground second. Aim and Amy. Hold on, let me put this to the side real quick, guys. So, all right. So for Aim is associated with the 5 of Cups. Look at that guy. He's got serpents all over him, right? Reveals secrets and increases one's intellect. Spreads destruction by fire. So I think that demon was helping Andy Biggs start fires at the Capitol. And then Amy, we've seen Amy before. Amy's been popping up recently. She's associated with the 6 of Pentacles. Teaches astrology and liberal sciences, reveals hidden treasures, and brings excellent familiars. So I think he was probably stealing shit out of the Capitol or had somebody stealing objects out of the Capitol for him. So this guy, Andy Biggs, is a traitor, and I can't wait for him to get his citizenship revoked, and he should just get locked up. But this is going to complete this particular reading for Andy Biggs. So until next time, I'll see you later.